Now, elapsed time is simply the amount of time that passes between one point in time and another. Now, this is relevant to your life because you're always going to want to know how long something will last. For instance, how long a movie will last, how long a class will last. This will also help you to be on time to certain events. So, in order to represent our elapsed time equation, we're going to be measuring. Now, normally when you're measuring time, you're going to be measuring duration, but today we're going to be using a linear model. And with linear models, the attribute we're measuring is length. So our problem that we're going to be working with today is if Marie's class starts at 11:30 a.m. and lasts 2 hours and 15 minutes, at what time will the class end? So we know we have a start time of 11:30 a.m. and we know that the class will last 2 hours and 15 minutes. So again, we're going to be using the linear model, and we're going to start at 11:30 a.m. when the class begins. So I already have 11:30 a.m. marked on our number line on our linear model. So the first thing we're going to do is regroup, and that is one of the misconceptions that students may have. Normally, when we regroup, we're regrouping or we're making 10. We're using the make 10 approach. Today, because we're working with time, we're going to be using the make 60 approach. So, for instance, there's 60 seconds in a minute. Once you reach 60 seconds, you have 1 minute. And if you have 60 minutes, you know that we have an hour. So that is one misconception students may have. So again, we start at 11:30 a.m. and I've marked that at our begin or our start mark. Then I have another mark for our noon. So students may also confuse noon or PM with AM. So keep in mind AM is morning. Then once you reach noon, it then becomes PM. So we're at our noon mark now. So what we need to do is keep track of that on our time chart. So we started at 11:30 a.m. We made a jump to 12 p.m. and so we added 30 minutes. So now that we're at 12 p.m., we can go ahead and make a larger jump for our 1 hour. So from 11:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. is 30 minutes. From 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., this is 1 hour. So we're going to add that to our time chart, 1 hour. And so now that we've jumped 1 hour, we have 45 minutes left. So here we can jump another 30 minutes, right? And so we're going to deduct that 30 minutes here. And so from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. is 1 hour. Then we're adding 30 minutes to that. It's now going to be 1:30 p.m. So we're going to deduct that on our time chart, 30 more minutes. And then after we've deducted that 30 minutes, we now have 15 more minutes to go. So here we can do 3 small jumps that are 5 minutes each. And that makes 15 minutes. So it would be 1:35, 1:40, then 1:45. And keep in mind that these are all p.m. since we've passed the noon marks. And so here we're going to add that to our time chart. And we know that we have 1 hour plus 2 30 minutes is 2 hours, plus 3 5 minutes is 15 minutes. So from 11:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m., 1:35, 1:40, and 1:45 p.m. So if Marie's class started at 11:30 a.m. and lasted 2 hours and 15 minutes, we know that the class will end at 1:45 p.m.